Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Megalion video. Now today I'll be going over an interview that Tolian and I had. Now she is the World of Tanks Blitz tournament manager, and I'm talking to her about the plans for like the future and all of that. And as a side note, I will be giving away 5 different tier 10s in this video, and there'll be more info on that near the end of the video. But today is also my birthday, and it would make my day if you guys commented like happy birthday or something, similar in the comment section, of course. And Tolin and I had this interview scheduled for quite a while, over a few months, but just recently had the time to do it. I'd say a week or so ago. And because it was so hard to actually find a time to do the interview, because she is in Europe and I'm in North America, two completely different time zones. Unfortunately, it was like very late at night for her, and she doesn't really have like a camera to record her. So I will just be like showing our profile pictures in the top left of the screen along with some gameplay so you guys know like who's speaking if it isn't already obvious. And the gameplay will just be random games that I've played that, weren't terrible. And that's really it for the introduction of the video. Now let's get right into it and start with the interview. Start with question number one. Are there any plans to have more tournaments before Reforged? I know that you have said a little bit of some stuff about this in the tournament chat in the official Discord, but I wanted to hear more from you.
Uh, I can't say about final plans for now, but the chance is high. So to have some major tournament before it forged. And when there will be some details, if there will be some details, of course, we will share it ASAP in the tournament chat. For now, no exact things, because right now we're in active stage of testing and making progress in Reforged
All right.
update. So like main things are pushed to use in the Reforged update.
All right. So, why have the frequency of tournaments dropped? I know that a little bit of it is because of Reforged. Is there really anything else kind of in the mix?
Uh, the thing is that yeah, the main reason is Reforged, cause we the release of it was postponed couple of times, not like postponed. We didn't have a final date, but we, as you could see, we had a lot of work of changing Reforged according players feedback, and the priority number one is to release the update and then add all the features and develop the directions. Because because we have the same team which is working on two games, and it's not very easy. I mean, the current World of Tanks Blitz and the Reforged update, it's like, to work in two different engines at the same time. And it's taking a lot of resources. So mostly it's connected because we want to produce a cool product. And with this, release also new functionality for the tournaments as well, and for everything else. So to put more effort with the new power with Reforged update.
That's very understandable. And now, this is about tournament like gameplay. Is it at all feasible to ban or remove super consumables such as like speed boost, tungsten, or reactive armor from the tournament?
Actually, I've never. I saw a couple of such things, but I didn't ask if it's technically possible. But actually, I will raise this question with my colleagues. Maybe it's really possible. I don't know. But it also depends on the game design. need to think what the game designer thinks about this
Because
question.
that would really help with a lot of the meta changing because of reactive and tungsten. You know, as the 116, we saw like 7 of them at one point simply because it had reactive armor.
Yeah, unfortunately, I know this thing like meta, and I think it's hard to avoid. There was type meta, if you remember, long ago. Then it changed to some other tanks, and all the time it's about 1 2 tanks. Um, unfortunately or fortunately, it's a matter of changing of balance. Yeah, we have balance changes all the time, and there is a rotation. And I think it's not all the time one tank or a couple of tanks will be more preferable for tournament players than others. I think just logical circle, if you understand what I mean. It's like,
Yeah,
meta in other games as well. There is all the time heroes who are more powerful or lines who are more powerful or vehicle.
I think it's always
So,
good to change things up, but the really hard part is the reactive armor consumable plays like such a huge role compared to like anything else that you can do to a tank.
no. So I will I will raise this question with the colleagues. Interesting to hear. I will share what will be their opinion about possibility
All right,
to
thank
remove it.
you. All right, does Wargaming plan on increasing tournament rewards in Reforged?
We are working on developing new tournament system for Reforged. So right now we have one tournament system that is written in external tools, and this functionality is not super wide, but we are working on expanding it and expanding tools and technical stuff. So with this, I think we will also try and do more development for tournaments and maybe changing rewards as well, in game rewards, maybe to add some customization. I would like also personally to have maybe with time some tank, how as rating tanks.
Like
For
specific
money,
tanks? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. For money, hard to say. Depends on a lot of. It depends if we have, for example, partners or financial year. So this. But I can't. There is always a chance that it will develop as well, because our my colleagues believe that with Reforged we can build even cooler tournament system, which means it will be developed in different directions, including rewards.
Yeah, that sounds
So it's
amazing.
like, yeah, it's like I understand that right now it feels more like stagnation, and it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but I know at the same time that we in company believes and will put effort to develop tournaments. Just need to, overcome this pause while we're waiting for Reforged successful delivery, and then to work more hard on other directions. Yeah, we already tried once, and
Mm-hmm.
it was plus minus successful. I think could be better, could be worse, but in the same, like, first try wasn't bad. And yeah, I hope we will get an opportunity to put more crowdfunding in the future.
That sounds
So it's
amazing.
not closed. Yeah, it's not closed opportunity. But also have some business nuances, how it's organized. I can't open all the details. So, but if there will be open opportunity, I would gladly implement it.
And does Wargaming plan to increase the tournament like visibility? I've been talking around with some people and everyone kind of says it's hard to either get into tournaments or to watch tournaments.
Yeah, what? So right now there is a plan. I'm not sure how it will be implemented. So there are some design ideas, of course, for this, but until I can see the final implemented design, I can't share it. Yeah, because something can change.
Mm-hmm.
But we would like to implement some new system where players can more easily access tournaments. So, visibility and accessibility will be better for tournaments. For example, a player will be able easier to find a team, not via Discord, or there will be some other tools, and at the same time maybe some mechanics where the players can start the battle alone, and it will be automatic creation of the team with time. So we have this in mind. I'm not sure how and when it will be implemented, but there are some ideas for this.
What
So
about like
and with this,
a quick
mhm.
tournament tab? I know you've been talking with some people in the Discord. I feel like this is kind of shifting over to like a quick tournament like game mode or maybe like match make players randomly together. That's kind of what I'm getting out of that. Is that somewhat along the lines of what you're trying to say?
uh, there will be additional tab like right now for the tournaments. I hope maybe there will be some widgets additional. Uh, Actually, even right now, tournaments have separate tab, which is highlighting it pretty. The other thing that it's not easy to find a team, and it can be frustrating for the players. You need to be very motivated, to find a team to play a
Mm-hmm.
tournament, only if it's not one versus one. So promotion via like quests or new formats or new accessibility, wide accessibility. I think it can help more. And while there is no, because right now tournaments are not added to the Reforged. If update, I mean, if you saw tests, there were no tournaments in it.
Yeah, no,
If you
none at all.
tried. Yeah, yeah. And so we need to wait until the final realization when it will be implemented to see where else also we will be able to see tournaments in this. Yeah, it's here it's like product managers and game designers think to do it in the best way.
Mm.
You need to understand that tournaments are right now. So you have a main screen and main features, but the game is played, for example, 100% people. But tournaments are played only by
Small
2
percentage.
3% of people.
Yeah.
And of course, it should be rational to put the functionality like this for this not big amount of players. At the same time, it's not stopping us of trying to involve more players in the tournaments. But
Yeah.
I think we will need to understand that at the same time, tournaments are uh, high end content. Not all the players
Mm-hmm.
will ever be playing it because it's for skilled and very motivated players.
Mm-hmm.
And will be, if I'm trying to say that there should be correlation between how to highlight tournaments in the client and not to disturb uh, too much place for this or not. I'm trying not to say something mistakenly. It's very important to highlight it, and of course, we would like to do it, but we need to do it the smart way. Oh, I think this is the
Yeah.
right wording for this.
I think you're trying to say you want to get the fundamentals of the game in and then introduce the tournament stuff more in it, like smoother and later during like the
Yeah,
process, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Will there be any considerations for like limiting the number of tanks that you can play? Like going back to the 116 example, we saw 7 of them. Is there like any idea of like limiting how many tanks you can bring per match?
Right now, there is no any done features or planned features with this. If it was for me, I would do something like roles. You know, if you tried some MOBA games or anything, there are
Mm-hmm.
also roles like tank, support, carry, and I think maybe we could implement something like three heavies, three light medium tanks, one tank destroyer per team for sure. You know, you understand
Mm-hmm.
limitation with.
Yeah, that makes
It's
totally
my
sense.
it's my personal dream. At least I would see it, you know. And I
Mm-hmm.
will try maybe to suggest to my colleagues to try something. At least it can be, you know, different mode,
Mm-hmm.
but it can be interesting.
Yeah. So after Reforged, can we expect to revert back to 3 like major tournaments per year?
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to. Personally, I hope we will expand on 3 and 4, and maybe some later league system. Uh, you know, I'm afraid to promise something that I can't control, something that I
Yeah.
can control. But
Yeah.
personally, as a sports manager, I support it with everything, and here I'm on the side of players
Mm-hmm.
for this. So as much as we can.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people see that you kind of are on the side of the players, but kind of getting not held back in a sense, but like you kind of have to go through the process of going with all of your colleagues and the higher ups, and you can't do a lot of the things that players want you to do.
Yeah, because it's always about prioritization. As I told, as we discussed with you, it's very, very important feature. But at the same time, it's feature not used by a lot of players.
Mm-hmm.
And so, first, of course, there will be fixed and done things for a major amount of players, and then more things will be done for smaller features. For example, I'm not talking about tournaments. It's also connected. For example, racing battles, they're also not for all the players.
Mm-hmm.
Or game modes. Not all the players playing game modes, for example. So first you're doing core gameplay, and after this you're doing like other things. But at the same time, yeah, we understand that's important. I don't want to sound like we don't consider it important. We consider it important.
It's important, but
Otherwise, we
it's
would
just
not
not
do
number
it.
one. Yeah, that makes total sense. I think that tournament players are a little bit needy at some times and kind of
And
think wargaming aren't doing like the most they can, which, I of course think that sometimes as well, but in realization they are doing stuff. It just takes a very, very long time because it's a multi-billion-dollar company that needs to go through a bunch of processes.
and I can understand players. Of course, they're highly motivated, and of course, they would like to see more cool things. I can't judge them in this, and I can only understand as a player and as a person. I'm 100% understand why tournament players are needy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually hurtful for me that I can't do a lot of things that they want be done.
Yeah, that's it's kind of the real world when you work for a company like this. Now, What do you think about adding voice chat to quick tournaments? I know we talked about this briefly, but now let's do it here in the interview.
Yeah. Um, Personally, I'm not. I'm not against this idea. I'm not sure if it's technically possible to cross-platform game and mobile game. I think for tournaments it can be a good thing to do, but at the same time, if for example, how rational is implemented only for tournaments, how hard it is to implement at the same time tournament players can communicate in other voice chats. So it's
Mm-hmm.
very nice question, but at the same time, the questions that connected with a lot of technical details and questions and problems maybe. But I'm not a technician to speak here, and at the same time, I'm not sure what is the direction of the game in this field. Like, do ever we want to implement voice chat, or we don't want to deal with this because it can be very toxic, and cursing in chat is enough. And hearing people cursing each other in voice can be hurtful even more. So
Mm-hmm.
there are pros and cons for voice chat for sure.
If not voice chat, what do you think about like in quick tournaments, making like a common like team chat for all of the players, kind of like a group chat together? Because right now you have to individually message everyone if you don't have their Discord or something.
So
What do you think about
I want
making like one together?
I want to disclose one thing what we want to do for Reforged. We want to create for functionality for a team, so entity is it of a team,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope there will be a chat for a team as well, team chat, where so you can have uh, 10 players in the team, and you can communicate in the team chat and coordinate there.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are there any chances that we will ever have another offline tournament?
Uh, uh, I really hope so. Actually, there was couple during last year. There was possible discussions of if we can or not hold one. Unfortunately, there was some tough times. We had relocation time, then we had some um reforged development time,
Mm-hmm.
and all the time was things that stopped from internal and external reasons, which stopped us from offline. But it's not a closed page, and I hope within the nearest future I will be able to see my place in person.
Would it be a lot easier to, I guess, think about having an offline tournament once we're fully moved over to Reforged and all the tournaments and stuff are going and set up?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, nice. And final question. How do you rate your job on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay. Very tricky question. If I will rate effort, I will split it into two things:
Mm-hmm.
effort and satisfaction of what I'm doing. According to satisfaction, it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
All the time, I think that I can do more better.
Yeah.
Uh, and according effort, I think 8, because actually it lies a lot of hidden work behind this,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when I'm working with 3 regions, it's not easy,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I put in a lot of effort in it. It's hidden. So yes, 5 and 8. I,
Mm-hmm.
I, I put in a lot of work, which is sometimes not visible, but I have an internal thing that things can be better and better and better, and that you can always develop the different directions.
Mm-hmm. I know that you do a lot of work behind the scenes. You're there for all the tournaments, APAC, NA, EU, and I just want to let you know that all the work does not go unnoticed to everyone, and we see what you're doing, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you very much, and thank you very much for inviting me to talk with you. Thank you very much again for waiting for me, because our viewers
Mm-hmm.
should to know that it was almost 2 months as we planned to do it, and unfortunately I was busy. But Mega
Mm-hmm.
Lion was very patient and waited for me. Thank you. So your passion for tournaments and that you're
Mm-hmm.
involved in it and you're interested in it. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you for coming to this interview. I appreciate it. And I'm sure a lot of the players will too.
Thank you. I hug everyone and send big thanks to everyone for playing and following the tournaments.
All right. Thank you. Future Megaline back once again. And that is pretty much everything that I covered with Tolian. And I also did have a Google form available for everyone to ask questions. I posted it in the important tourney chat in the official Discord, so everybody had a chance to kind of put in their feedback, and I took from that as well. And now switching over to the tier 10 giveaway, there will be 5 winners, and all you have to do is write something like, I don't know, happy birthday, something you think about the video, and then comment your nickname, ID, and your server name. And then I will choose and screenshot the names from YouTube into the Discord, and then all you have to do is DM me on Discord and prove that it is actually your account and you do own it. And yeah, that's it. With all said and done, that will be the end of today's video. I do have another video upcoming in the future that's in the making right now that I will also be giving things away. So stay tuned, and that will be it for today. Peace out.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up